and I will get everything situated here. Okay, looks like we're ready. Good evening, football fans. Big Al here on this Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Happy Election Day. If you had the chance to go out and vote, congratulations. Election coverage is on now, but we are going to take a look at the latest college football rankings from both the Associated Press and coaches polls entering week 11. Now, the college football playoff rankings, they are being revealed as we speak, and I will have that top 25 tomorrow. So make sure you join me then for that. Before we begin, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and get notified every time I go live. And a major thanks to everyone who has subscribed to me in the past week or so. Big shout out to you guys. I appreciate you. Okay, let's jump right into the AP Top 25 entering week number 11, starting at number 1 with the Oregon Ducks. They are the runaway number 1 team in the country as of right now. 9-0 record, 1,550 points, and all 62 first place votes. The Ducks won at Michigan on Saturday 38-17, and this week they will host the Maryland Terrapins. The Georgia Bulldogs remain at number 2. 7-1 record, 1,449 points. They won over Florida in Jacksonville 34-20, and this week they will travel to Ole Miss, and I'll tell you where they landed in the AP in just a bit. Up one spot to number 3, you've got the Ohio State Buckeyes at 7-1, 1,442 points. They defeated then third-ranked Penn State 20-13, and this week they'll host the worst team record-wise in the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. The Miami Hurricanes are also up one spot to number 4. 9-0 record, 1,348 points. They pulled away late to defeat Duke 53-31, and this week they are at Georgia Tech. Moving up one spot to number 5, you've got the Texas Longhorns. 7-1 record, 1,310 points. They were off last week. They're back at it this week, hosting the Florida Gators. The Penn State Nittany Lions fell 3 spots to number 6. 7-1 record, 1,158 points. Losing at home to Ohio State 20-13, and this week they'll host Washington. Combo Guy, what's up, homie? Anon says Kamala Harris. Oh yeah, I say Kamala Harris will win tonight's election. It might not be tonight. It will be in the coming days, as they had to count all those votes and everything. Yusef says hello, handsome. What's up? And Sebastian says Polish or English. Definitely English. Holding steady at number 7, you got the Tennessee Volunteers. 7-1 record, 1,150 points. They defeated Kentucky this past week 28-18, and they'll host the Mississippi State Bulldogs. The Indiana Hoosiers are new to the top 10. They jumped 5 spots to number 8. 9-0 record, 1,123 points. They fell behind early, but pulled away from Michigan State, winning 47-10, and this week they'll host the defending national champions, Michigan, who are unranked. No change at number 9 with the BYU Cougars. 8-0 record, 1,084 points. They were off last week. This week they'll face the Utah Utes in Salt Lake City. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish dropped 2 spots to number 10. 7-1 record, 1,066 points. They were off in week 10, but they're back at it, hosting a Florida State team that has been struggling all year long. Up 3 spots to number 11, you've got the Alabama Crimson Tide. 6-2 record, 867 points. Alabama did not play in Week 10, but they have a big one with LSU coming up on Saturday night. I'll tell you where the Tigers are in just a moment. The Boise State Broncos are up 3 spots to number 12. 7-1 record, 853 points. They blew out San Diego State 56-24, and this week they'll host the Nevada Wolfpack. Biggest jump in the AP poll goes to the SMU Mustangs, up 7 spots to number 13. 8-1 record, 752 points. They beat then 18th ranked Pittsburgh by a final of 48-25, and the Mustangs will not play this week. Up 2 spots to number 14 ahead of their big contest with Alabama this week are the LSU Tigers. 6-2 record, 707 points. They were off last week, and again, they'll host Alabama in Baton Rouge on Saturday night. Can't wait to watch that one. Up or down 5 spots to number 15 are the Texas A&M Aggies. 7-2 record, 662 points. They lost at South Carolina 44-20, and they are off this week. Up 3 spots to number 16, the Ole Miss Runnin' Rebels. 7-2 record, 653 points. Hung 63 points on Arkansas, winning 63-31, and they got a tough one this week with number 2 Georgia coming down to Oxford this week. Dropping 6 spots to number 17 are the Iowa State Cyclones. 7-1 record with 592 points. They lost a nail-biter at home to Texas Tech 23-22, which prevented Iowa State's first 8-0 start ever. This week, they'll try to get back at it as they visit the Kansas Jayhawks. The Army West Point Black Knights sit at number 18. They are up 3 spots from last week. 8-0 record, 468 points. They defeated their service school rival Air Force 20-3. This week they are at North Texas. Biggest drop in the AP poll goes to the Clemson Tigers, tumbling 8 spots to number 19. 6-2 record, 447 points. Losing at home to Louisville 33-21. This week, the Tigers are off to Blacksburg to face Virginia Tech. Up 2 spots to number 20, one of the 2 remaining Pac-12 schools, the Washington State Cougars. 7-1 record, 351 points. They were off last week. They're back in action in Week 11 hosting Utah State. Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes are up 2 spots to number 21. 6-2 record, 234 points. They were also off this past week. They visit Lubbock to face Texas Tech. The Kansas State Wildcats and Pittsburgh Panthers both fell 5 spots. Kansas State is at number 22, 7-2 record, 227 points. They lost at Houston 24-19, and they are off this week. Pittsburgh is 7-1 with 203 points. They would lose big at then number 20 SMU 48-25. This week they will host the Virginia Cavaliers. We have 2 newcomers into the top 25 with the Vanderbilt Commodores back in at number 24. 6-3 record, 130 points. They beat Auburn at Jordan-Hare last week, 17-7, and this week they're back home in Nashville to host South Carolina. And the Louisville Cardinals make their return to the top 25 at number 25. 6-3 record, 115 points. They beat number 11 Clemson, 33-21, and they are off this week. The two teams that fell from this week's rankings are Illinois and Missouri. Illinois was previously 24, Missouri was previously 25. The Tigers headlined the others receiving votes category, getting 81 points. Then you've got South Carolina with 59, Tulane 41, UNLV and Louisiana each with 9, Washington 4, Arizona State 3, Texas Tech 2, and Iowa 2. Okay, now let's take a look at the latest AFCA coaches poll entering week number 11. And there will be no changes with the top two, as Oregon retains the top spot at 9-0 and 1,349 points, plus 53 first place votes. Georgia stays at number 2, 7-1 record, 1,267 points. The next 4 teams all moved up 1. Ohio State is at number 3, 7-1 record, 1,245 points. Miami is number 4, 9-0 record, 1,194 points. Texas is number 5, 7-1 record, 1,138 points. And Tennessee is number 6, 7-1 record, 1,039 points. Penn State fell 4 spots to number 7, 7-1 record, 982 points. Notre Dame is up 1 spot to number 8, 7-1 record, 961 points. BYU jumps 3 spots to number 9, 8-0 record, 918 points. Just ahead of number 10, Indiana, also up 3 spots. 9-0 record, 916 points. Alabama, also up 3 spots, moves to number 11, 6-2 record, 772 points. Number 12, with the biggest jump this week, up 6 spots, the Ole Miss Running Rebels. 7-2 and 657 points. LSU is up 3 spots to number 13, 6-2 record, 653 points. Number 14, up 5 spots, is Boise State, 7-1 record, 615 points. Also up 5 spots to 15 is SMU, 8-1 record, 603 points. Down 5 spots to 16 is Texas A&M, 7-2 record, 518 points. Biggest drop is Clemson, down 9 spots to 17, 6-2 record, 513 points. Iowa State also saw a big decline, falling 8 spots to number 18, 7-1 record, 511 points. Up 2 spots to 19 is Army, 8-0 record, 404 points. Washington State also up 2 spots to number 20, 7-1 record, 284 points. Kansas State dropped 6 spots down to number 21, 7-2 record, 201 points. Missouri is up a spot to number 22, 6-2 record, 192 points. And they will have the Oklahoma Sooners coming up next on their schedule. The Pittsburgh Panthers are down 6 spots to number 23, 7-1 record, 178 points. Colorado is new at number 24, 6-2 record, 124 points. And Vanderbilt is back in the coaches poll at number 25, 6-3 record, 85 points. Illinois and Memphis both fell from the rankings. Illinois was 24 and Memphis was 25. They are replaced with Colorado and Vanderbilt. Noki 2.0 says, I like your hat. Thanks, my brother. It's a San Antonio Spurs hat. I've always wanted to have one of these. So yeah, thanks, my brother. Okay, others receiving votes, you've got Tulane with 38, Louisville with 38, South Carolina 33, Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns with 27, Syracuse with 24, UNLV 17, Arizona State 17, Minnesota 14, Iowa 13, Memphis 5, Illinois 3, Texas Tech 1, and James Madison 1. And that is a look at the current college football rankings from both the Associated Press and the AFCA coaches polls going into week 11. I will have the first college football playoff rankings of the season coming up tomorrow, so make sure you join me for that. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the pigskin. Peace out. Oh, and stay tuned, because coming up next is the Week 11 college football television schedule.